to the CFG Game Cast, episode number 199, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode every week and release it on all podcast services like Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, and so much more. So show us some love. Do us a favor and like us on YouTube. Give us a like, follow, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, the CFG channel, and also click on the notify button for every new episode that we get, as well as go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today, I got my two awesome co-hosts. I got Lex in the second seat. What is going on, my cyborg?
Hello. I took this week off, if I'm being honest. I did play some Dreamlight Valley. I'm waiting for that Christmas update so I can work on my stuff. And I did... I'm working on a few animals that I don't have in my arsenal, and I got the blue raccoon this week. So yay. You do have to feed them a lot to get them, which stinks. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. I call it Christmas rehearsal dinner. And it went over well. Dust's cousin made fun of his haircut right before he walked in the house, and what do you know? His mom pops out of the kitchen to say hello to me as I walk in the door because I was the first to arrive, and sure enough, she had the same haircut, and I still randomly giggle about it to myself, and Adam will be like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "You." So
how can you not? Wait. How could you? Did y'all take photos of it? Y'all had to have taken photos of it.
There's got to be a photo.
I mean, it's like that's like an impossible. Yeah. Like that's just like a situation where you
can't
have to
pass
take a
up
photo.
an opportunity like that.
Oh yeah. And she's taller than me. Everyone's taller than me. Fun fact, but she's I want to say pretty close in height to Dust. They were both wearing flannel, and a couple of times I walked behind her and almost put my arms around her waist like I would to Dust, and realized last minute, like darker hair, not Dust. So yeah, it was funny. I'm not making fun of your haircut. I think it's funny that you're.
Have you ever had it? Were you ever had that mentality where like, you know what, I'm already in too deep, I might as well just go all the way at that point?
Sometimes, but yeah, no, it was funny. And also that cousin who said that is very close to Dust's mom, so I want to know if he retracted his statement when he saw his mom. But yeah, it was a fun week. I got to hang out with everybody, family wise. No, I'm not. I want you to grow it out. He'd also chopped off his mustache a couple days prior while eating because he got frustrated with it. So it was even closer as far as looks were concerned. But yeah, no, it was a good week. I took the week off because I didn't know how I'd feel since it's like the second.
Well, first off, how dare
without my dad?
How dare him do touch the mustache on No Shave November? That's messed up. So that you already did the cardinal sin on that, but you wanted chili dogs. Okay, there you go. So I guess that would have been a very interesting thing, but still, that's
in the middle of eating, he got up and stormed into the bathroom, and then I heard the razor turn on. I was like, oh, he is pissed. He is pissed. So it needed a haircut. I didn't think he would take the twirly bits off, but what do I know? So
he's like, that's it. Let's go to Portillo's once it comes out. It's like, it's time to go. It's like, listen, we got to take this opportunity. It's not too late. Hey, but Lex.
Yes.
Do you know who actually had I'm assuming had an awesome Thanksgiving with their family?
I believe his name is
the 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What's going on, my dude?
Chilling. It's been a busy week. It's funny that you say that too, because we actually went to a family friend's place. They're actually here right now. But they're,
in your house?
Yeah. And, but we went over to their house, and, their mom and dad cooked up a feast, and she did and whatnot. So it's nice. We helped clean up and just chilled. So it was nice. We didn't really do much of anything. I was busy last week. It's funny. I actually was on 2 different podcasts. I was on LAN parties for episode 201 to talk about everything going on. And then again, I was on Geek Freaks podcast as well, and they both dropped on Wednesday. So if you haven't had a chance yet, check them out, Geek Freaks and LAN Parties. I'm on both of those episodes as well. And then, like I said, I've been grinding Super Mario RPG. I'm loving it. I'm close to beating it. I'll probably beat it tonight. We got down on some O-Dub last night with Chick and some of her friends and NT. So it's been pretty solid. Just enjoying the time. I took yesterday and today off from the podcast or from the gaming news and all that stuff. I'm just taking time and relaxing and maxing all cool. We got the esports awards is next week, so I'll be busy. I know there's a media day coming up here at some point in time, and then the actual award show I think is Sunday, I want to say.
Do you think I'm actually kind of wondering about this, about especially for esports, but do you think that esports is slowly dying here, like in the US, like relatively?
I don't know that something can die that's already dead. I feel like it never really caught traction. I think though that they can pivot, and I don't think it's dead. I think that especially because here in Nevada now you can gamble on esports. So I think with that, and as that opens up the more area, I think you'll see more people jumping in, looking at that stuff. And I think that's really where a lot of that popularity is going to come into play. Not only that, but then looking forward at Las Vegas as a city and what kind of events we have, I think will play an integral part as well in the popularity of esports becoming more of a common thing and or more of a household thing for folks.
But here's the thing though, like I think I've always thought that esports itself was like kind of like you had to be a high roller for it initially, not to be for gambling, but I mean to set one up, because I mean look at the teams that they had to do for Call of Duty originally with Overwatch team and all that stuff like that.
Overwatch League is dead now.
Yeah, Overwatch League is dead because of the numbers. Yeah, but like I mean like but you're right. I think I think it's a matter of, I've always kind of thought like they just need to do a massive restructuring of what esports is, like what esport is, because I like the way that it's just not obtainable to, especially when they're saying, oh, your buy-in for your team is literally $21 million to have a buy-in, just to be a part of the league and stuff. It's like, dude, like gamers don't need to be don't need these ridiculous deals. It's just, they need to be good at it. Like I think like that's why I think Evo is so good. It's so big and so gigantic, because they don't focus on the weird pot registration and stuff like that, and have a smaller size pot for to win, you know. I mean that,
well, you box out a lot of people by having that, you know, be the entry point. You're boxing out a ton of folks that would be able to compete or play. So really it's more about if you can gather the ducats to have a team, and then basically, you know, not a lot of esports companies can do that, because again, esports companies as well, a lot of them are just bleeding money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? How they generate funds and stuff like that. It just wasn't worth it. And what they were trying to do was really make it more about a, you know, conventional sports atmosphere and this and that. Super, but it's like, look, baby, you gotta crawl before you can run. Y'all trying to go at a full sprint and you don't even know how to walk. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was why it is in a failing state. They need to readjust their whole mindset on esports and how it's presented to the masses. Again, look at League of Legends. Faker just won his 4th championship. That dude's a freaking superstar over there, man. Like, we don't have that kind of stuff really over here. They need to learn to, you know, again, we talked about it, the cart before the horse. They're trying to do too much. They need that good entry point to get people in, build that interest, and then you build it up from there. You don't start up here. Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah, it's funny. Anyways, well, I mean, that's cool. Well, that's why I really never cared about esports teams or esports, the deal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not important. I just don't care personally about it itself. So, but no, that's cool that they have an awards.
Which is part of the problem. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't, dude. And that's the big thing about it is that, and not only that, but like, even look at like a League of Legends. If you're a casual gamer, you probably don't even, it took me years to even understand what the hell a MOBA was, how to play it, and I still suck at them. The only one I was even decent at was Paragon, and then Epic took away from me, and then they sold the assets, and we got it back. I have that game. Tell Dust we need to play sometime.
You got wait, they sold the assets back?
Yeah, so there's actually two different games. I think it's Overprime and I'm forgetting the other one, but they're both basically
yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, exactly. I love the card system. Then they screwed it up when they actually released the game. No, not Smite. No. It's Paragon assets. One was Overprime, the other one is something else. I think I might even have both of them.
Okay, that's definitely cool. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, that's a good mini topic. That's understand all that. Yeah,
that was my week.
Yeah, there you go. Good deal.
What about you?
Doing good, man. I was I've been I barely really touched. Well, I take that back. I was playing a lot of Mario RPG at the beginning of the week. But then like around Tuesday or so, I had to get ready for like family stuff, especially. Get this. So I bought a table for Thanksgiving because with the new house and stuff. So I got a table, got a good spread, got a nice thing because I was going to host Thanksgiving at my house this year. And then my sister's says, hey, my mom has like rheumatoid arthritis on her knee, so it's really, really, really painful. So she's like, yeah, she's still recovering from the birthday party because we did a 70th birthday party for my mom. Probably shouldn't give her business out there, but she did. but yeah, so we got her birthday. Yeah, so we did this big celebration, and it was a week ago, and she was still kind of recuperating from that with her knee and stuff. So then, literally the day before, my sister's like, "Hey, let's do it at her house so she doesn't move. She doesn't move around a lot." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, "Man, I spent so much money just to host Thanksgiving, and it's just now it's for nothing at all." So it kind of makes me a little sad. No, we're gonna do Christmas. Yeah, it makes me go to my sister's. Yeah, I got to go to my sister's house for Christmas, unfortunately. So I don't know, but hopefully.
You said unfortunately.
Well, dude, when I paid all that stuff, I got wine glasses, plates, all this different kinds of stuff. Like I literally probably spent about a good maybe $2,000 of just on stuff, because remember I bought a dining room table set with,
and you didn't even
what's it called?
You should have at least done a Friendsgiving then.
No, we were still going to have Thanksgiving, but we went to my mom's house, so she didn't move, so she didn't have to move around a lot. So that was the whole deal. So I'm just like, oh man. So now it's like there. Don't get me wrong, I love the table. The table's good for board games and stuff like that, and I can also reduce it. But I was kind of pissed, but it was good. At the end of the day, well, I wasn't inspired. I wasn't mad at anybody. I was more mad at myself about it. But yeah,
nah, dude, you can still get some good uses out of it. I'm gonna come down, dude. Let's do dinner. Let's do a fancy dinner.
I'll come and cook you like Italian food.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have fuck around money next year. I'll come down.
There you go. Yeah. So,
you want Doc here in your house?
Yeah, Doc's bringing charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Oh, dang.
Charcuterie.
Yeah.
Charcuterie.
I took a stab at it. I knew I was gonna fuck it up. I knew I was gonna fuck it up.
You were so close. Charcuterie boards, but everyone calls them coochie boards.
I have never called them coochie boards.
That's what I thought.
That's what you did. That's what you called. That's what you were thinking. Wow.
I've seen people put that, and it makes me laugh every time. But that's why I had to hesitate, because I was like, it's not that.
That is hilarious.
It's a charcuterie board.
It's a coochie board. Jesus.
Or charcuterie board. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So like, other than that, I was playing Mario RPG. I'm probably going to stream Mario RPG all day tomorrow, and then kind of go back into the thick of things. I'm trying to find like job searching on the regular week. So that's basically the plan for this week. But it was a good Thanksgiving though. Got some nice, good old classic Nigerian food mixed with some with a really good turkey this year, and went and then also saw some friends I haven't seen in like a decade. So it was actually pretty cool. Nice. Cool.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so it was good. So I hope everyone else also had a great Thanksgiving. But in the meantime, though, we're going to go through the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic of discussions in the world of video game from the previous week. The topic would or could be a game itself or something that happened in the gaming industry. And we don't want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners and viewers on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, to be a part of that conversation. So if there is something that we're talking about that you want to chime in, by all means, just type it inside the chat. We would love to discuss it with you and everyone else, and have a nice, good, interactive discussion with everybody. So also, before we start, I also want to give a good shout outs to our CFG members who are supporting us on the CFG.store, as well as you can support with Vicky G and Red Velvet. So thank you so much for supporting us. And it definitely goes a long way for us to be making some more content and stuff like that. So, but anyways, let's get down to it. Let's start with my topic again. I don't mean to go first 3 times in a row, but I think this is a big one.
Sure.
Dude, it's been pretty balanced throughout this time until
I
this
don't care who goes first or last. I'll be honest. I'm just like,
yeah.
hey, hello.
Okay, but I wanted to talk to it because I think it's a good opportunity because it's a fairly new thing that happened and a little bit of new technology. And I will say, to me, there's no way in hell I would buy this at $200. So, but I did get a chance to mess around with the new PlayStation. God, it went blank. What was it called? The handheld.
Portal.
Yeah, Portal. Thank you. Yeah, the Portal. The PlayStation Portal. So this was this system. It's not really a system, but rather, it's actually very interesting. So like, I actually have mixed emotions about it. So basically, if you don't know what it is, PlayStation decided to make a handheld system that connects to your PS5 that allows you to remotely play your PS5 over the internet or over your Wi-Fi on the internet. Most people, when they first saw it, they're just like, why would we want to do this? And the retail price is $200, which is really, really like so a $200 controller to a $500 system, it's acting up. It's a lot of money, really fast. So a lot of people were by default was turned off by it. And as well as I understand why you would be. But however, now by trying it out, I can kind of understand what it is. Like, with the technology it is, the screen surprisingly is really, really good. For a screen, I think it's not a 10-inch screen. I think it's a 7.5 or a 7.5. No, it's 8.5-inch screen. That basically keeps up really, really well for for a good solid 1080 experience for the game, and the dim it brights up very well. Like when you're playing it, there is a little bit of screen tearing on blacks because absolute black doesn't really work very well on it. However, it doesn't turn you off to get out of the immersion of playing it. Like, I was playing Spider-Man 2 remotely at my friend's house when I was messing around with this. I messed around for like about an hour, and I was like, okay, this actually hangs like, it really does give a good experience. Like, if you like, because I think you said yourself to me that if you did get it, this would give you a chance to play your PS5 in your bed. Wait, but don't you have a PS5 in your room though?
I do.
Oh, okay. Okay, but anyways, yeah. But there, like, some of the things that I kind of like, the criticism that I have, I think the biggest thing, besides the fact that you can't they don't give you the option because this thing doesn't have Bluetooth, which is weird because like the system that they use, it can do Bluetooth, but Sony doesn't give you the option to do it because they're saying that the immersion is not going to fit what you're trying to do inside the game. But you can, the only way that this will connect to like your headset is through the to the 3.5 millimeter jack, or the wirelessly. It would only be by their Sony headsets, the headset. There's a new headset that's coming out, as well as a new earpiece set that's coming out. Oddly enough, the earpiece set that's coming out is $179, and then the headset piece is going to, I believe, is $129. So it's not a cheap set itself that's coming in, but apparently it will do 3D spatial sound with the headset and stuff like that. I think it's not a good enough excuse for them to not give the normal consumer a choice to use Bluetooth. Bluetooth 5 or Bluetooth 6, I believe that it's in there, but the speakers do sound very well, but it defeats the purpose. And if you're wanting to play it in bed, and let's say you have your significant other next to you, you don't want to be just like playing like freaking like a zombie shooter game or Call of Duty or something on this thing, and then you'll be just going out loud and everything. So, but because it does have loud speakers. The second thing that I think that not a lot of people are talking about is battery life. This thing eats a lot of energy. Like it takes it's 4 hours. That's how long it is.
Oh, so that.
Yeah. So
if you're on a long plane ride, bye-bye.
Yeah. So this thing runs hot when it comes to chargeability. Like, I mean, it takes 4 hours. So all you have is 4 hours of life for it to come in and experience whatever you're wanting to into this thing. It's it's a fun. It's like, would I say this, is this worth getting? It really depends on the style that you as an individual wants to play. I think for $200, I think it's a good price point for what you get out of it, because the game itself and then the controller, because like when you think about it, a controller by default is $70 in itself. Then you're sticking a good size 8.5-inch screen in between that, which would easily be a good maybe $100 or whatever, $100 or $80 on top of that. And then on top of that, you got those, besides the software and then some of the extra stuff, and then the speakers and all this extra, and then also a little bit of the overhead cost so they can get a profit out of this thing. It's reason. Yeah. Price wise,
$700 system.
Yeah. Price wise, it's reasonable, but like for the everyday consumer, it's definitely not for everybody. It's sure as hell not for me. But I think it's a solid device. But I think the thing that really kind of turns me off on it is the battery life, because it's just like, dude, like how many times when you're at night and then you're just on your phone, like watching YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever and stuff like that, and time just flies by, especially if you're the kind of person that's playing like a story-driven game and you're really immersed into it, and then all of a sudden you got the battery needs the battery life kind of thing. Now you have to have a little wire that sticks into it making sure that it doesn't die on you or whatever. I just think that it's a good product, but it's definitely not for me. So I just kind of want to get your opinions on
I have a couple
on
questions.
it. Yeah, what's up?
So, besides the battery life, like that's a pretty good bargain. I have questions. Can you have this instead of a PlayStation 5?
No.
Or is it you have to have the PlayStation 5 and then you can have this? Because I have a PlayStation 4, but you're telling me don't matter. You got to have the whole system and the kit caboodle before you can have this device.
That is correct, because like what it's doing, is that it needs
remote play.
Yeah, it's just a remote play controller that's just allowing you. Now you can play, and what's actually cool is that you can play it over the internet. So that means that you don't have to physically be online. But
I was going to say that is a misconception that folks are saying that you have to be on the same network as your PlayStation.
No,
that is not true.
That
You
would
can
make
connect
sense.
to remote play via any internet connection. Obviously, it's all going to depend on your connection that you have on the road. That's going to determine how well it plays.
Right, exactly. Like, I mean, now keep in mind though too, like even if it does connect, there's going to be a massive amount of delay or and stuff depending on how you're connecting to it.
Question, how does remote play work then? Because from like PlayStation 4 perspective here, I would have to turn on my PlayStation, go in the other room, get the code. I've got 90 seconds to put it into my computer to then activate remote play to then go from there, right? But obviously, if you have this thing on the road, I assume that the remote play is just connecting through your account, right?
That's like a one-time thing though. When you connect it like that, and even then you don't have to. That's the manual connection.
Not for PlayStation
if you're on the
4,
same
so
network.
I'm out. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, it is required to have the. My big thing about the whole thing, dude, is that they are. I feel like they're turning into an Apple. Maybe not turning into. Maybe it is just the way they've always been. But like very Apple-ish with this proprietary plugs and proprietary things where it's like, oh, you can use our proprietary audio devices, but you can't connect because it doesn't have Bluetooth. It's like, come on, buddy. That does
sound very Apple-ish. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. And like not only that, but then like you have to piece things together. It's like, oh yeah, the battery life's not the greatest, but wait till you get the official Sony battery pack that's going to give you an extra 4 hours. Now you're solid. $125, please.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, like Sony, I feel like it's just like a cash grab. I can't believe actually it's selling as well as it has. The one big thing to me, and like you're right, the screen looks solid, and the fact that the controller is like a legit controller, so it's gonna have that haptic feedback and whatnot. But again, a lot of games don't utilize it. The one game that I'm excited for, and this is strictly on what they've said about haptic feedback, is Avatar, whatever the Avatar game is. They're talking about 400 to 500 unique haptic feedbacks within the game. That I want to see. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I've been saying it the whole time. No one utilized that haptic feedback the way that I thought they would, as much as they played it up.
I will say this though, like, to be fair though, like Sony's always kind of been kind of weird this way when it comes to like, you know, proprietary on their system. Like, I mean, okay, well, I think it's just that I think this Bluetooth thing just hits harder because Bluetooth is like a universal audio thing that you see for virtually everything that comes out. That if you want sound, if you want wireless sound that's coming to any device that's on the go, you would use Bluetooth, because Bluetooth may not be the most efficient way. It's just allowing you to have it. And I think this is the one that's just blatantly saying, oh no, our device is just too good. It's too good for Bluetooth that we're going to have our own stuff for it to show you how good and how immersed it is. But then our stuff is going to cost between $129 and $179. I think that mentality is really kind of dickish. I mean, that definitely is very Apple for them to do it. But Sony's been doing stuff like always doing these weird test things. I will not be surprised if there's going to be an update eventually when they realize no one's buying their headsets for this thing or something like that. Like if it doesn't sell, they could easily just flip the switch and just say, okay, let Bluetooth accessibility happen on this thing. So I think it's just a matter of like seeing where this is going to go. But I guess the real question, because someone did ask me about this, like, do I feel that this thing is going to sell better than what PSVR is? And in my opinion, like, I know even though they're two different kinds of technology, I feel that this is more obtainable, like accessible, than it would be for a PSVR itself. So I think, like, I'm not comparing that this is better than PSVR, but I think that I could easily see this like having a more healthy choice of our option of gaming, because you don't necessarily need the VR headset, but rather you're just extending your play on your PS5, you know. So I just think that like it's a cool piece of technology. I mean, I understand the price. At least the price is understandable in my opinion, in my eye. I just don't think I would want to spend that kind of cash personally for it. You know, or at all, let alone at all. So, I mean, what about you, Smitty? Are you still thinking about this? Would you still thinking about picking this up?
No, I was never thinking about it. I think you're mistaking me for somebody else, dude. I was never on board with this because of exactly what you said. I didn't obviously know about the battery life stuff and whatnot, but if I'm going to get some sort of handheld device, I wanted to be able to play in other places. Again, I am a video game sloot. And I have 2 PS5s. So like if I can't play in one room, I can go to the other room to play it if I want to. So don't look at me like that.
You have 2?
Yeah.
Do you not know that?
No.
He said it. He said it multiple before. He has one
One's
in his
in
bedroom
here.
and he has one inside the office.
Because, I know he has it in the bedroom because sometimes I have to, when I'm watching Little, I have to go in his room to get something or whatever. And I've been holding her a few times and I'm like, oh yeah, PlayStation 5. And she goes, we can play. I feel weird laying in your parents' bed to play a game.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Yeah, no, there's one in here too.
I'm sure you and Kat wouldn't care, but I'm okay.
I feel weird just going into another person's like master bedroom, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the way that we grew up too. Yeah,
I think that's exactly what it is.
Absolutely, I feel that too, but because I've been so close with you and Kat and Baby, and it was a necessary thing because bed was in there for Baby, and so it was like I had to go in there regardless of how I felt about it. But do you have 2? Dang. Well,
you know what's funny though? Yeah. No, you know what's funny, Lex? Because like I was the one that initially had two PlayStation 5s because I had one in my office and I had one in my living room because I was like I didn't know
that either.
Because I was like
that's why I even got. I was like, I never even thought about getting another one. Didn't realize that was an option.
So he was like, I didn't even know you could do that. And then you just ends up doing it.
Because they're connected to the same account, regardless of what.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to move my PlayStation every time I wanted, because like I wanted to have one specifically for streaming, and I had one for me to just relax on my television. And I was like, okay, here you go. It's like
with remote play, you could have done that anyways. You just got code from the TV.
Remote play.
Okay, personally for me, no, it does work. But I hate wireless. I do not like wireless connection. So like everything is hardwired, even in my room. Like when the first day 2 for me, when I moved into my house, I went to the attic and then I dropped a Cat 6 line into the into this room, and then so I can have the 2 places, the 2 most important places that have all my internet stuff have hardwire, because I
just really long cables on my carpet behind me to yell.
Oh no! Well, yeah, I didn't want to deal with that. Yeah, I wanted to hide all that because
I don't even have a PS5. Doc, GoFundMe for Lex to get a second PS5. I don't even have one.
You mean a first?
I've been paying an extra $800 for a storage unit that my dead dad secretly had, so we didn't have the funds for it. I was offered. Smitty was like, "You're the first one I'm going to offer this to. I've got an extra PS5. Do you want it?"
I did.
He offered, and I was like, I don't, let me talk to Daz. And he was like, take your time. Like, he wasn't like, you've got till midnight, like he was like, yeah, take your time. I'll offer it to someone else if you tell me like you're good. And he even, when I told him like, no, thank you, the next day he goes, are you sure? Before he would offer it to someone else. It was very sweet. I appreciate it. That's why he's best friend status. But I don't even have to, again, I will have F around and find out money next year too, which might be dangerous now that I think about that. Oh no.
I mean, it's just
gonna be a problem.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
take it easy.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how this is going to go. But
$1 million to find out what happens.
But anyways, like I said, the Portal, good piece of equipment, good accessory. Not a. I don't think it's a mandatory thing or something. It's a must get. But if you have the extra funds, give it a shot. Go for it.
And if you only have one PlayStation 5 in a main room, I feel like it's a good buy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
If you are poor and can only afford one, here's your
what did Pokemon say? If you're a poor boy, is that what it is?
Yes, you're a poor boy. She was joking.
That's freaking hilarious.
If you're a poor boy, then pick it up.
Go pick it up. Yes, go pick it up. You'll be fine. You feel like you do have a real one.
Yeah, you'll feel like you got
and
two.
If you do the math,
Exactly. All right. Lex.
Yes.
What do you bring to the table? Yes.
Sorry, I'm twirling my pen because my hand was seizing up. So,
Mhm.
Black Friday is happening. It's not just that was on Thursday. Nope, still happening. So I'm here to tell you about all the deals you can get because I like a good bargain. I like a good deal. I'm about to start building a new PC in January. Sadly, I
Nice.
cannot get these deals now, but that's all right. So if you didn't know, let's start with graphics cards. So the cheapest RTX 4070 that you can get right now, and it's still available. I double checked. The Zotac GeForce RTX 4070, 12 gigabyte GDDR, 6X, 5,888 shaders. On Newegg, you can get it for $514. That's a pretty good steal. Now, if you're like, I just don't want the RTX 4070, I want the RTX 4070 Ti, which has 12 gigabytes versus, well, it's 12. It's still 12. So, it's got more shaders and it does
Yeah.
have a bit of a boost as far as the megahertz are concerned. Is it all that much? That's for you to decide. I don't have your wallet. I can't tell you. But you can get it on sale for $749.99 at Walmart, and other companies will do price checks. So if Amazon for some reason changes their price, you can do a price check through them. It is a little tedious, but you can do it, or just go in store and get it for yourself. Now, Black Friday deals for us people who already own PCs, who are already streamers, but maybe we need to upgrade some of our equipment. All right.
Smitty.
Yep. Sorry, Opie is definitely having dreams behind me. She just boofed. For lighting, here we go. We've got a Logitech Litra Glow for $49.99. That's not bad. A newer GL1 Pro, that's the brand, NEEWER, for $90. A Nanoleaf, the Nanoleaf shaped triangles that all the cool streamers have, and now you feel like you must also own. $149 at Home Depot. Check Home Depot, guys. Sometimes they have really good stuff.
You know what though? The Nano is also 50% off directly to them too. I just got an email from them.
That is correct. Now, I don't know how long that deal is going to last, but I know the Home Depot will at least last until Monday evening at midnight. So either way, Elgato green screen, everyone has to have name brand, of course. It's $119.99.
Wow.
The HD 60X external capture card is only $139, so you save $40. Capture card, the NZXT Signal, $59.99. If you need a new mic arm and you have one of the janky Amazon ones like I have, but you pull on it all the time, so you broke it, you can get the Elgato one for $69.99 instead of $100. You save $40.
Is it the low profile one or is it the regular one?
It is the let me scroll. It is not the low profile. So it's gonna be the Elgato Wave mic arm. That's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the low profile, but it's the 360-degree rotation. It does support 250 to 750 gram microphones. So if you have a heavier microphone, it will support it. But they always suggest, of course, their own. We also have a Stream Deck. If you don't have one, I have two and only use one because I'm too lazy to set up the other one. Instead of $150, it's $119.99 on Amazon. You save $30. And of course, Best Buy does do price checks with Amazon. So if their price changes by Monday, you can still price check it through Amazon.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk heavier items, right? Your PC died this week. Oh no, what am I going to do?
Thick items.
Yeah. Which my poor friend Drago, I've been trying to help him with his issues, and hopefully it's getting fixed on Monday. If not, I'm gonna have to send him a new CPU. But Alienware Aurora R15, and you're like, girl, Alienware, get out of here. Just wait. The RTX 4090 Core i9, 32 gigabytes DDR, and on 1 terabyte SSD. You can always add more. Is wait for it, $3,299. And if you're like, that's computer? A lot, that's the whole computer. You're saving $600.
That's a lot of money. $3,000.
It is.
Jesus.
Now, if you're like, Lex,
4090.
I can't afford that. Well, let me get you down here. So we're talking big box items. Amazon is already out. So if you're really looking at the bigger box items through Amazon that you can then, add your own items to and expand upon, the Q Box Series Gaming PC from AVG PC is already out of stock. I'm so sorry. It was only $449 and it was pretty good. I do tell you.
Dang.
Yeah, the Alienware Aurora R15, $1,200. I know. Take a step. Think about it. It's only $1,200. Now, in reality, you are paying for the specialized compartments through Alienware, and that's why they do have a higher price tag. But that's through Dell.com, which I found interesting that they are selling it for so low. The Yiyin Katana, was only $1,000. It is out of stock. Sorry, they don't know when it's coming back.
Don't say it. If it's out of stock, then don't say it. I mean, there's no point.
Wait a second. The RTX 3070 PC through Amazon, though, is only a little bit more than what the Katana was, but you get basically double the hard drive, and you get an upgrade in the graphics, and so you're essentially, if you were to get the Katana and then upgrade those items, that's an additional $1,000 plus that you would spend,
Right?
And you're only paying $1,499. So that is a really, really good deal. The Corsair Vengeance, the i7400, almost out of stock, but there are a few left, and that one's even cheaper and almost the same stuff. It's $1,400. So those are my big box items. We do have a few other items, but it's through CyberPower. I love CyberPower PCs. $899 at Best Buy. Girl, go get you one, because I have one and I love it. She's a golden gem.
I just think that overall, well, you're not going to build it? You don't want to build it?
I might get a base. I'm going to price things out, but I might get the CyberPower base and then expand on it like I did with this one.
Yeah, I think like right now is the best time to get storage because storage prices right now are really low because of Black Friday.
4 cents. Yeah.
So like I mean, you'll never go wrong with that. And then mixed with all the other stuff that's kind of coming in that's currently happening, I think that's going to be a freaking like awesome situation. Like well, I don't know. It's been like several years for me to build a new PC, but it's going to eventually have to happen.
Yeah. And I would like to also mention, I've always been against streaming with gaming laptops. It is becoming more popular. There are some really fantastic deals. Even if you're a streamer, but you don't use your laptop, but you do travel a lot and you need it, they do have some great items on that. If a big box isn't in your price range, I feel like you're usually paying $200 to $300 more in reality for the same things in the laptop, but you get a little bit more beef to it for a desktop. But I know not everybody has the space for it. So those are your deals. Don't ever forget to check like Home Depot and stuff, because we don't think, we're always checking Best Buy and stuff like that. A lot of the times you can get really good deals elsewhere. So those are your you're welcome. Black Fridays.
That's cool. You know what you need to do if you have the money? You should get this really cool case called the Height. It's called either Height or Hype. I can't remember the name of the brand. Okay. It's called a Y70 Touch, and it's has a touch screen on the case itself, and I'll put the link in here. It's probably the most expensive case I have ever seen, because it's like it's a mid-sized tower for $370.
I mean, I've paid more for towers before, but here's a problem: if you have kitty cats, that might not be so good, because they like to touch things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I'm going to look at this.
You tell that cat to touch it?
Height, HYTE. Oh, yeah, no, they like to touch it. Jadzia, she gets on top of my computer.
Oh, I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying that if they do, then you teach her that teach her not to. Or something. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. Smitty, what do you think? Is there anything that caught your interest in this, or?
I don't know exactly. From what I heard, I don't know. I was kind of looking, but I am specific with my card, and I've been to NVIDIA, so it's like it'd be hard to do that. But I think too, like if I'm gonna do a card, I would want to save up to get the higher end card, You know what I mean? Because I think
Yeah.
that's
Like I said,
essentially like the
like a 3080.
no,
Well,
that is that's essentially is a 3080.
I'm sorry, a 4080.
Mm-hmm.
No, like a 4090.
You only have 4090. Well, the 4090.
I would love to. Again, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's
Streaming.
yeah, exactly. I don't, and I wouldn't even necessarily like need all that stuff from it and whatnot. But oh my goodness, stop, please, stop. What is going on? I don't understand what's going on, dude. They are. But yeah. For me, I mean, it's great deals, and especially if you're looking, as a creator, looking for some cheaper equipment or need to do replacement and whatnot. Like now's the time. So, is Cyber Monday still a thing too?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the thing.
So most of these deals will go till Monday at midnight. And a lot of times they will run it for an additional week. It just depends on where. Like Best Buy will end it by Monday night at midnight, but they're closed at 10 p.m. anyways. But yeah, you most of these will go till Cyber Monday. I don't believe there's gonna be an additional discount on Cyber Monday. I think it's gonna be the same deal. They're just gonna run it till Monday, and that's how it's been for the last couple years since we're not really going out in droves like we used to on Black Friday. It's
right.
Well, here's the internet deal you've got from Thursday at midnight till Monday at midnight. Merry Christmas is how they play it most of the time now.
Okay, yeah, because I know there is some stuff that I was looking at, but I wasn't sure if the deals were going to get any better. Again, too, but like I've also been like seeing videos and stuff like that too, where like the deals aren't really as good as they used to be.
Correct.
Where they're not even really like some items aren't even really. Please. Some items are not even
they
like being discounted at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, definitely understand. But like, I mean, I think I think the best thing to kind of go to pounce on now. Well, for me personally, I'm not a big fan of Zotac as a brand. So I would stay away. I personally would stay away from that one because I've had nothing but issues with them in the past but my own experience, not going to say they're a crappy brand. If they want to sponsor us, please, by all means. But I'm just saying, but other than that though, like, I think the thing that you can consistently be like, good or consistent on is like I said, is storage. So like, M.2s, the SSDs and stuff. Cause right now I just saw a Samsung 992 terabyte NVMe M.2 newest generation with heatsink for $120. I mean,
that comes up to like $4.
So that's So I mean, stuff like that is probably something that you could possibly, something that you could probably pick up now and then just hold on to it until when it's the time when you're just like, okay, here you go, because it's going to go back up in price because those things usually go to like a $179 to $200. But like, but like when it comes to the, like you're saying, the deal of like, PC parts and stuff. Yeah, this is nowhere near. This is a empty husk of what specials were back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why some of these, like, it's more of like a curated list, because if you look at other places, they inflate the prices prior and then drop it down. So really you're only saving like maybe $10 to $20. These ones, you're at least saving $40 in each item. But yeah, you are correct. And in the last year, I noticed after Christmas, things plummeted more than they were on Black Friday and for the Christmas deal. So that's why I'm waiting until January. But some people can't. Your graphics card died yesterday, Bobby. I'm so sorry. Here's some options.
Right.
You needed more RAM. Well, guess what? You're going to be building a computer next year. Buy that RAM now because that's a better deal than it's been all year. Right. So
true.
You know what I'm saying? I bring you only the best. All right.
Doc actually sent me a fully built PC for $1,000. It's actually not bad. Ryzen 5 3600, but it's an RTX 3060, 1 terabyte NVMe, 16 gigabytes. Yeah, so it's about like last year's models of stuff. 16 gigabytes. 600. Wow, 600 watt. Yeah, for 1,000. Personally, I think with that would be the perfect streaming PC in my opinion. Like, like that unit specifically would be good for streaming. Because it doesn't need. Yeah, it's a small build. I just hate lights, RGB lights, especially like this picture of this. It's kind of cheap RGB. But like, I think like you don't need to have it super strong. You just need it to be dedicated to do one thing. And if that one thing is going to be, capturing video and then sending it over, then I think it's gonna be perfect for it. Like that. Yeah, that's not bad. Like I said, but still, but okay. Yeah, so there you go. I can't wait to see what y'all's build's going to be next year. Yours or if Smitty.
I know.
Well,
Smitty, I want to do a fresh.
So you don't bend prongs again, okay?
Oh my! That wasn't even me. That was my brother.
No, he's a freaking idiot. I should have slapped him when I saw him last time. What are you doing, Bill?
That's funny. That was hilarious. Yeah. All right. Smitty, why don't you close this out?
Call him Billiam.
Billiam, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. For you Fortnite fans, we know that season 4 is coming to a close. I was talking about this off stream, how I've played a little bit here in the last week or so, and it's on the OG map. So like, I'm actually familiar with the map. I'm not complete dog trash, so I've actually been having fun. I know there are some leaks and stuff like that, but they've got, they're doing another live event on December 2nd at 12 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And, it seems as though that, from hints and clues and obviously these leaks, that Eminem is a part of this, a rapper Eminem. They've got some skins and stuff like that. I don't know. It has not been confirmed yet whether or not this is like a concert, kind of like, what's his name that did, the concert in there. But they had like 20 something million people that tuned in. Travis Scott. Yeah. Oh, I think this would be even bigger. With Eminem, I plan on going and checking it out since I've hopped back into Fortnite, and seeing, at least seeing what it's all about, huh?
What day is this? December?
This is December 2nd.
Okay, I'm gonna mark that in my calendar. Thank you.
Yeah. So, and even like, it's just really cool. Like, it's funny, like going back in after all that time and seeing just like, it kind of reminds me of Roblox. Like you just have a bunch of different servers that you can hop into now, and like they've got the creative stuff and the islands. People are building different games within the Unreal Engine inside of Fortnite and stuff like that. But this is huge implications for those that do follow along the potential of a new island. I know that there's hints at some sort of racing game, a Lego collaboration. There's a couple other ones as well that sound like they might be official games from them, but I don't know if I think they're all within that Fortnite infrastructure though. So it'll be interesting to see, and especially from the BR point of view and just what's going along with the story, how that plays into it. I know they've been dealing with time travel and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see once this event drops and we get into season 5, what they can expect. But I imagine if you're a fan of Fortnite, it's got to be pretty exciting. Even in the game, they have a countdown clock to the live event. So I'm a huge fan of what Fortnite has done for gaming and how it's come from this zombie building game to the battle royale, freaking making video games, in there and just the popularity. And it's really, to me, that's one of those generationally defining games to me is Fortnite. Yeah. It's like, I may not really play it, but I have a great appreciation for what they've done and how they build that out, even though they killed Paragon.
They've just went through the one that gave them money easier.
I get it. No, I understand. But ooh, that hurt. excited. This is really exciting. I love their live events. Again, I think, I love the fact that they're pushing the boundaries of what you can do inside live service games. We had Destiny 2 at one point in time do a live event in game when they brought down the what was that ship called? It was a big Cabal ship that was essentially sent here to blow up Earth. In game we see Rasputin fire off, do what Rasputin does when humanity's in danger. It literally has missiles and stuff like that all around orbiting Earth. And it took down the ship, and it happened live in the game. And then there was damage to the tower and stuff. Really, really cool. I want to see more of these live service games pushing the envelope like that and doing these live service events. And then if you can, or live events, and if you can like collaborate like with big stars like freaking Eminem and whatever, then I mean, shoot, dude, like I want to see more of it personally.
I mean, it just seems like Fortnite gets away with this kind of stuff with with these collaborations. Because don't get me wrong, I don't think Fortnite's the only one that tries to do these collaborations within their gaming, with the gaming community. But it just seems like Fortnite's the one that successfully found the recipe to do it, to be successful, online, to make it hyped. So I mean, every time when they do these events, I mean, a lot of people get hype. I mean, with, like you said, with Travis Scott, with Marshmello, and when Marshmello was a thing, and then some and others,
Oh yeah,
so
I remember that.
So like, I mean, it's not to my surprise that if they're gonna get some, I'm just surprised that they got someone like Eminem, because they're like, because he's very, very like private when it comes to this kind of deal. It's cool that they got into an agreement, and folks are definitely going to come up. Now, to say if it's going to be as good as Travis, if it's going to be as big as Travis Scott when M was in his prime, maybe, but I don't know now.
That's
how it's
true.
going to be. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, for us millennials,
I'm not saying,
bro, he's still in his prime, bro. Come on, stop.
No, I'm talking about popularity. I'm talking about the new generation of people.
I agree.
Yeah. It's not because it's not because of that he's getting worse. It's more on the fact that people are not as familiarized with him than to the culture, with hip hop culture, comparatively to the folks that more recent people now. Like Travis Scott.
It seems crazy to me.
Yeah,
I couldn't even tell you a single Travis Scott song.
No. Well, and he almost immediately after that, within a few months, got canceled. So.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
the whole.
I think the other thing to take into consideration too. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The other thing to take into consideration is that I think with a Fortnite, you also have a younger audience.
Correct.
Hence the popularity and the numbers that we get. Cause literally it feels like Roblox just for older kids in there now, is what it looks like anyway, the layout and everything like that. So I think it's kind of going that same route. Just a little more mature, because you do have collaborations, like you said, Call of Duty, Nicki Minaj, and I got killed by Nicki Minaj the other day in Modern Warfare 3. I was like, what? The hell you doing here, Nicki Minaj?
Yeah. It's just that kind of collaboration doesn't hit the same kind of beat that what a Fortnite collaboration is when it has a big, because what Day Night says, cause in the chat, he said that the Marshmello and Travis Scott were the best ones, and Ariana Grande. I totally forgot that Ariana Grande was in that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, was one that was all right, but I'm hyped for the Eminem event. So they just yeah, he killed by Snoo. That's freaking hilarious. That's probably the best way.
Snoo.
Yeah, but that would be funny. That's what they posted when every time she dies. Yeah, but yeah. So it's just that the way it hits of a Fortnite collab just hits differently than any other collaboration to any kind of celebrity and stuff like that. Because I know DBD also did with what Nicolas Cage, and constantly doing with all these different kind of horror special guests and stuff, and it's it doesn't hit the same way. Millions of people are still. This Fortnite is now hitting about 6 years, I believe. It's hitting about 5 or 6 years now, right? So came out
about 2017, I think.
Yeah, so yeah, it's hitting 5 or 6. Yeah, and still it's relevant. I mean, still to this day, it's very relevant on what's happening.
It's becoming more relevant.
Exactly. Yeah. So like they're doing something right. They're doing something right, you know. So like when they're doing these kind of things, they're keeping it in the mix. Kind of like GTA 5 has been around for over a decade, and it's always been in the top 10 games of sales. Throughout its life. I mean, it's freaking insane. You know, this kind. Yeah. So this kind of stuff is not surprising. They definitely found the recipe for success for this game. They're doing a lot of things right for it. So not surprising. This collab's going to be a big one. And they're always doing random collabs. Like Transformers, the Transformer collaboration they just recently did. Yeah. Remember? And like Marvel. Marvel. Then the anime. Ball. Yeah, they did all these anime ones with Naruto and stuff. I won't be surprised if there's a Jujutsu Kaisen one that's going to be happening here in the near future, you know? So,
true.
Yeah, so who knows? Like, I mean, all we're missing is a Demon Slayer and all this other craziness, you know?
Ooh, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, so instead of
let me be Ren Goku.
Instead of swords, it's all guns. Do you have the music? You have the sad music too all the time that's happening. Yeah, it's just, so.
Lizard also can sing it.
Oh my God.
But yeah, this is huge. This is a whole new chapter in Fortnite as well. So whether you play it or not, you know, I'm excited for folks that do play it, because when they do things, they go big. Yeah. They go hard and they know what they're doing.
Well, and it's always a positive experience for just the gaming community, and then that news breaks, and so that's just more positive for us, right? So because I mean, people, it's so bad for your children, and okay, great. Well, is it? It's Fortnite. Calm down, Grandma. It's fine. You know. So I feel like every positive story we can get that gets out in the mainstream media is good for us. You know.
If you're fine to have your kids play Roblox, you should be completely fine letting your kids play Fortnite at this point. Because I think Roblox is harder to police than it would be for Fortnite, in my opinion, because of all the stuff that you have to do. Because I'm more of it's a sandbox comparatively to just a shooter, shooter itself. I mean, you could create scenarios for that could make it shadiness. I mean, as opposed to this. Well, I mean, I guess you could do it in Fortnite. Well, no,
you can in Fortnite now. You can make any kind of experience. I want to dabble in it just to see, you know, what it's all about. And then, you know, I say it every year. One of these years, I'm just going to drop a game on you guys. You guys aren't even going to know what's happening.
But we're going to call it.
Do it. There you go. Here's a video game for you. Hope you enjoy it.
It's Road Rash 2.
Hope
but
he
put like Scotch tape over it and just call it Smitty Rash or something. I don't
know. Change out some of the assets. It's a new game. What are you talking about?
It's just his face. Yeah. It's just his face on every one of the writers. That's what it's going to be. Oh my God. Anyways, but
kids love Roblox, but Roblox is more than just a game, though. It has now become a social space for kids. That is basically their Facebook. That is where they go, and that is what Roblox is.
Yeah, and Doc, it's not an if, it's a when they start playing Roblox. You know, it's essentially just keeping an open dialogue with your kids and teaching them internet safety and being a part of the experience instead of you can't have this, you can't play this. No, explain to them why, and then be a part of their experience versus, okay, fine, you can play. I'm leaving the room.
Right. I've got a Roblox account, so I can go in.
Your kids,
yeah.
You say, there's somebody bullying you on there? Hold on. Let me go sign in real quick.
I got you.
Bully.
Or.
Anyways, folks. Thank you for listening to episode number 199 of the CFG Game Cast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation, as always. We will be back again next week with a brand new series of topics here that we would love to share and discuss with you, as always. But if you did miss out on this episode, that is perfectly okay. Just go to our main, go on any podcast page, go on the Apple, Google Podcast, Stitcher Radio. We release it all every Monday at the beginning of each and every week. So there's absolutely no reason to miss out on all sexy voices.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Next week is going to be episode number 200. Wow, it is crazy to think that. But yeah, it's awesome.
Creeped up. I told you we'd make it.
Yeah,
by the end of the
did.
Year.
You definitely did. We even took a week off because I was sick. But still, yeah. But folks, yeah, be sure to go check us out on any podcast services. But also go check out our main website, confreaksgeeks.com, for the full package of all the stuff that we like to do, reviews, news, and conversations and stuff like that. So, guys, once again, this is Davis signing out with Lex and Smitty. Y'all, take it easy.
Gobble gobble.